Back on Lady Tiger pregame, joined now by the head coach of the Lady Tigers, Jeff Edwards, coming off win number 1 on the road at Rock Creek. Coach, you kind of called how this game could go. You thought Rock Creek was improved. They were. You thought that a team getting on the court for the first time might have some gears going at a higher pace than they wanted to, and you even called the fact that it could be some foul situations because your team might have to clean up some of the defense. I thought all those things were kind of true for you guys on Friday.
Yeah, it gets pretty predictable as you watch a few of these seasons start, and in this game in particular, 67 free throws or 66 free throws, 57 fouls, absolutely no flow to the game at all, and it was just. You could just sense it in the crowd. It was just getting boring to watch, but it's just kind of how the start of the season starts, as the players are trying to get used to the speed of the game, and the refs are trying to get used to not picking every single touch out as a foul, and so I kind of guess that's how it would be.
Your seniors, you know what you're going to get from them. Hannah was in foul trouble, so obviously that caused some problems. Sid had a 10-point performance, and defensively with her and Addie out front, I think Larry said it best on the air. He goes, if there were 2 people I could pick in the whole state not to have to play against, it would be those 2. When they're around the basketball, it gets really dangerous.
That's exactly right. And they're just constantly going at a real high level, and hands are active, and body's always in a great positioning, in terms of, what we want to have happen with the ball. And it just makes it, especially if they're on ball side together, it makes it pretty easy to keep the ball on that side and then let our other players kind of pick off some of the passes. So always happy with the effort of those 2 on the defensive end.
We also talked about going into the game, your freshmen and the new faces we would see on the floor. Obviously, Clara she was a game changer when she came in. The lid was kind of on the basket. She made just a good, solid left-handed move to the glass and then just took off from there. A 24-point performance in your debut on varsity. Ain't all bad, Coach and Dad, right?
Yeah, and I think, looking back, I think Dad was probably more nervous than the kid was for that situation, because Clara doesn't seem to mind a whole lot of pressure in a game. And so, I kind of called that isolation play to see how she would go and see if she could break through at the varsity level. It's all stuff that works in junior high, but you never know how it's going to go on the varsity level. And I was happy with her effort and the fact that she kind of took a little bit of Dad's aggressive coaching out there a little bit on some of the plays, and was still able to keep her head in there. So I was impressed.
Yeah, everybody was. That's a heck of a debut and a really special performance overall. Rebounding the basketball, patience, not trying to force it, sharing the basketball. I just thought she had a tremendous opening game. But your freshman on the floor outside of Claire, I thought had a great game. Reagan Henry, buzzer beater, her first shot as a varsity player, knocks down a 3. And I thought Maddie Craig defended as well as we talked about Sid and Addie. She can really get after it on the defensive end.
Yeah, and that's all the things that we like to see with them. I was real impressed when Reagan came in. She kind of gave me big eyes when Addie got her 4th foul, and I sent her in there. And that first possession, I think it was Clara ripped and drove down the side there and drew some help and kicked it out. And Reagan, that's what I call Reagan, is Red, and she was set and ready for the shot, and ripped the net off on the first shot, which. That's impressive. Usually your first shot draws about, 6 or 7 feet of air on the other side of the rim, and she was able to hit it, so that was good. And Maddie on the other side, that's what we come to expect out of her, is she is so quick and so intense, and she can gamble a little bit more because her footwork is so fast that even if she misses a little bit, she can catch back up in a step or two and still be in position and not be hurt. So everything that we wanted to see out of those 2, we did.
Well, up and down the lineup, people coming into the floor, Lexi Libby, Jaden Crimmins, we haven't mentioned Aaron Hamill. It just seemed like everybody pretty comfortable. We talked about the jitters, but for a first game to pull away in the fashion that they did and everybody kind of getting a chance to contribute, good stuff. Now you turn around in a whole different atmosphere really tonight. You're at home, settled in at least a little bit to what a game exposure's like, and you get a really good basketball team coming in Beloit.
We do. We've been working, you only get a day when you play on Friday and then you play again on Tuesday. So we prepped yesterday, and we know that Beloit's going to be better. They've got really good shooters on the guards, and then they're extremely talented inside in terms of the size, and then the fact that they've got a 6'2" post player that is going to own 3 or 4 or 5 feet away from the bucket, and then they've got a 6-foot sophomore player that's played with some of the girls around here on Oldie Elite basketball that can take. She's a lefty and takes it really strong to the left side. So, it's going to be a game with a lot of talented bigs on both sides inside. And, our plan is kind of to speed up the game a little bit, see if they can keep up with us.
Yeah, speed the game up, as you mentioned, and rebound the basketball. You talked about the bigs inside for Beloit. They will crash the boards hard.
Yeah, and they absolutely whipped their tails last year on the rebounds, and that was one that I'm sure the girls remember the talk that following Wednesday after last year's game that we pulled out the win, but it was one that we probably shouldn't have. They got us by 8 or 9 rebounds, and they do have a size advantage, but we're just going to have to kind of out-hard them a little bit on that and really hustle after everything, get quick outlets, and run the floor. Because if 45 Sydney Johnson for them is allowed to plant herself under the bucket, it takes away almost all your shots from about 10 feet and in. But if you can outrun her, you get free layups. So that's kind of our goal right there, is to outrun their bigs.
Good matchup tonight. Beloit State ranked in 3A. The Lady Tigers State ranked, of course, in 4A Division II. So looking forward to it. Coach, as always, we appreciate the time, and let's go get them tonight.
All right. Thanks, Rocky.
Back with more on Lady Tiger pregame in just a moment.
Athletics have been a mainstay of the high school scene for decades. Although many students get involved in sports simply for the love of the game, there are great benefits from participating. Our young athletes learn the fun of team rivalries and revel in the satisfaction of a job well done for their school. This feeling of community and the honor of representing the home team gives them a sense of pride that they will carry with them well beyond high school. Here's to a great winter sports season, Tigers, from your fans of Clay County National Bank, member FDIC.
Take action now for a successful crop next year. At Wilbur Ellis and Reed Seed and Feed, we're ready to help you plan for next season's weed control, moisture conservation, and fertilizer needs. For your plan, we'll utilize soil testing and variable seeding rates to come up with site-specific fertilizer and seed systems. Now is a good time to establish your fertilizer and chemical program for productive crops in 2018. Wilbur Ellis and Reed Seed and Feed. We offer customized solutions to help your crops thrive.
Think of how much your lifestyle revolves around the latest technology. Radio Shack is dedicated to bringing your eyes and ears much of what the world of electronics has to offer. The sights and sounds are brilliant and clear, whether you're choosing a flat-screen TV, a laptop, camera, camcorder, or video game. Radio Shack inside Patterson's Health Mart is also your source to find a wide variety of electronic components, accessories, adapters, and connectors. Plus, you'll find friendly, helpful service at your local Radio Shack in Patterson's Health Mart Pharmacy in downtown Clay Center.
If your current crop needs 45 pounds of nitrogen, why would anyone apply 90 pounds per acre? That's the sound of profit being poured down the drain. When you Verimax your current crop, you know the right amount of nitrogen to apply at precisely the right time. Producers are reporting a 10 to 15 bushel per acre increase in yield when following the Verimax recommendation. To schedule your acres, visit VerimaxSystems.com and optimize the yield and profitability of every field on your farm.
Welcome back again to this den for the first time in this 2017-2018 high school basketball season. The Clay Center Lady Tigers getting set to face the Beloit Trojans. This is the battle of two state-ranked teams, with Beloit ranked number 7, right along with Riley County. They're in the top 10 in Class 3A, and the Lady Tigers ranked number 3 in 4A Division II. Welcome to the den on a tip-off Tuesday. Rocky Downing along with our studio engineer, Bernie Fancella, about ready to start here on this Tuesday night. The Lady Tigers come in off a win in their opening matchup against Rock Creek, 63-49 on or 64-39 on Friday night. For the Beloit Trojans, it was a win against Concordia. They got it done on the floor Friday night as well, and so both teams come in here at 1-0. 6 3-pointers on Friday night for this Beloit Trojan team. Shauna Ramos' squad, a 50-41 loss last year against the Lady Tigers. That was much closer, really, than the final turned out to be, as down the stretch the Lady Tigers were able to close that thing out. They were out-rebounded, as you heard Coach Jeff Edwards say in pregame, so something they would love to turn around here tonight. A lot of great post play, and they come down to guard play as to which team comes out of here on top. We'll break down some of the positions, the starting lineups, and the tip-off. It's all around the corner on pregame on KCLY.
Don't have time to stop by a bank to open an account? No problem. With United Bank and Trust, we make it easy by bringing our bank to you. Whether you're at home, at work, or anywhere you have access to a computer, simply go to ubankonline.com and click on the Open an Account icon. Save time by opening an account online with United Bank and Trust. It's banking for your way of life. Member FDIC.
Having trouble understanding your internet connection? Just think of it in terms of water. The size of a water hose determines how quickly you get water, and the same goes for your internet. A garden hose pumps out less water than a fire hose, just like a 5 meg connection loads pages slower than a 20 meg. At the end of your hose is a sprinkler, which is equivalent to your router. If your sprinkler is old and clogged, it can only push out so much water, no matter how big of a hose it's connected to. For best results, be sure your router is up to date. For more questions, check out our website at bluevalley.net.
Once again, back at the Den as the Clay Center Lady Tigers get to face the Beloit Trojans here on this tip-off Tuesday. Beloit comes in, as mentioned, stayed ranked, coming off a very strong season last year. Now, they did graduate some of the talent that hurt the Lady Tigers in the matchup last year, but they do bring back Sydney Johnson. That is the one post player that you have to pay attention to. 6'2", a senior. She had 10 points on Friday. She had 15 against Clay Center last year, and she can really dominate the paint if you allow her to get to the glass offensively and to get second-chance points. Same can be said for Shay Larson, a 6-foot sophomore, had 16 on Friday night, and she really will crash the boards and try to get in and get some of those trash points off the glass. And then we talk about the 6 3-pointers they hit on Friday. Callista Hubert had 3 of those Friday night. Sydney Barrett knocked in a couple as well. 1 3-pointer from Jess Meyer, and that is your starting lineup, the names we just mentioned. Sydney Barrett is a 5'7" junior. Sydney Johnson, the 6'2" senior post down inside. Then you go with Jess Meyer, a 5'4" sophomore, 5'6" junior Callista Hubert, and Shay Larson, a 6-foot sophomore. For the Clay Center Lady Tigers last year against this team, Sid Calloway had 11, Addie Mullen with 5, Haley Franson had 2, Hannah Ferguson 1 free throw. Most of the points came from Allie Wright-Frederick, who had 21 in that game last year, and Lauren Lane, who was in double digits as well. The starting lineup for the Lady Tigers looks like this. It will be 5'6" junior Haley Franson. A couple of boards on Friday night against Rock Creek. A 5'6" junior Franson outside, along with Addie Mullen, who had 9 points, 2 boards, 4 assists, and 1 steal in the game on Friday. Addie is a 5'4" junior. Hannah Ferguson battled foul trouble throughout the ball game on Friday. She did finish with 6 points and 3 boards. The 6'1" senior. Sid Calloway, 10 points. The senior at 5'8", had 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals in that game. And then the work of Claire Edwards, the freshman. She will start tonight. 6-foot Frosh, who had 10 points, or had 24 points, 10 rebounds, a double-double to go with 2 assists and 1 steal for the freshman, who was a true difference maker on Friday at Rock Creek. Those are your starting lineups. For Beloit, it is Hubert, Meyer, Larson, Barrett, Johnson. And for the Lady Tigers, it is Franson, Ferguson, Mullen, Calloway, and Edwards. Tip-off awaits from the Den when we come back.
The success of local businesses would not be possible without your patronage. I'm Mike Flirsch of Ray's Apple Market, and we thank you for your support for shopping small and shopping local. When you keep it local, you help reinforce a strong local economy, and our community thrives because of it. May it continue throughout the year. We appreciate your business and wish you a blessed Christmas season. Ray's Apple Market is open Christmas Eve till 5 p.m. and closed Christmas Day.
When you grow corn or soybeans for a living, you're always looking for the latest advances to help your fields be more profitable. That's why it's time to turn to Channel. When you plant elite Channel seed products, you also get the services of your very own Channel seedsman. You see, your seedman works with you year-round to make the most of your operation.
For customized service, expert advice, and elite seed products, contact Colton with Frontier Ag Supply, 785-630-0596.
Back at the Den, the Lady Tigers, Beloit Trojans getting set to go here on a tip-off Tuesday. First, let me tell you, this is an atmosphere that should be two state-ranked teams going head-to-head. Beloit has brought a great crowd in here tonight. The Lady Tigers have a great crowd on hand as well. The student section out for the Lady Tigers as the starting lineups was announced to go through and slap hands. So really a great atmosphere to start things off here on this tip-off Tuesday. The home opener for the Lady Tigers, who are ranked number 3 in 4A Division II. As mentioned, Beloit is ranked number 7 in Class 3A. It was a 50-41 final last year. Really close ball game throughout until the Lady Tigers were able to kind of break away there in the closing moments early in the season. We're just about ready for tip-off. Hannah Ferguson against Sydney Johnson, and really the rest of the two teams are really scattered across the floor, and Clay Center does control the tip-off. It's Haley Franson who brings it across and now hands it off to Addie Mullen to run offense. Man-to-man by Beloit. High post out to the right side comes Ferguson beyond the arc, goes left now to Callaway. Looking low for Edwards. Not there on this trip against Larson. It is Callaway backing it out. Now it's Edwards running the post. She'll kick it left. Franson turns and squares for 3 and drills her first bucket of the night. Haley Franson, left wing triple goes down and places her out to a 3-0 start. Now a near steal by Mullen. Kick to the corner left side. Drive by Sydney Barrett, and it is blocked from behind. I think Callaway or Edwards got it. Now Mullen up the left side. Cross-court pass. Edwards in transition. Misses on the lay-in. It is saved in bounds by Beloit, and the Trojans have it back going the other direction. Good opportunity for Clay Center. Just couldn't finish down low on the block off the feed from Mullen that time. Here's Larson behind the back to the lane. Pick up in the paint. Shot on the lane. Up and good. Correction, that was Barrett with the drive. Larson with the bucket. And Clay Center leads it by 1, 3-2 on the triple to open things up by Haley Franson. With the left side is Mullen. It is a man-to-man, but it's a very sagging man-to-man. You'll see a lot of bodies in the paint for Beloit. So you can kind of attack the perimeter if you get a set look like Franson did earlier. Here is a pass to the high side by Franson, almost taken away. She gets it back. She was trying to go to Hannah Ferguson. Now she does get it off to Hannah beyond the arc on the left side. Just underway here in this opening quarter, 6.5 to work. Clay Center leads at 3-2. Adding Mullen with it right side. And a blocking foul called. It's going to be Clara Edwards with an illegal screen called. And the basketball goes now to Beloit the other direction. Clay Center leads it by 1, 3-2. The foul on Edwards, her first. It'll be inbounded from the sideline. Clay Center wants to push this tempo tonight. They want to defensively especially rebound the basketball and really push the tempo. Here's Johnson in the lane off glass, up and down by the 6'2 senior. And now Beloit leads it 4-3. So they break down the pressure this time from three-quarter court, and Johnson gets a good look inside the block and off the glass. Mullen goes right with the dribble. 2 minutes into this opening quarter, Edwards looks back door to Franson, not there. Now kicks it outside to Callaway. Sid with the dribble out top. 5:55 to work. Here's Edwards, right elbow. Turns and squares, looks low. Puts the dribble down, hands it off to Mullen. Addie tries to dribble penetrate, not there. Crosses over, now does, gets to the lane against Johnson, and it's going to be a foul call before the shot. Mullen wheeling and dealing to get herself inside the lane, got by the outside defender, and then around the 6'2 senior post. Johnson did kiss it off the glass, but the foul was called before the shot, and it goes against Shea Larson. Here's Franson, hit her first 3, short this time. Rebound, battled for inside, and Johnson brings it down for Beloit. Long down court pass, Beloit wanting to run it, and they do, and convert it down low. The bucket up and in by Callista Hubert, and it's Beloit out to a 6-3 lead. Mullen, half-court look. Right sideline is Callaway. Skip pass left for Mullen. Tries to rip it through. Guarded outside, though, by Jess Meyer, and has to give it back out. And a ground to Callaway. Now the high post, Edwards. Clara spins into the lane. Double team. Takes it back outside deep for Franson. Right side wing, Callaway to the post. Here's Ferguson against Johnson, and good. Anna Ferguson owning the right block that time with the 6'2 senior right in her face. Ferguson at 6'1, the senior, drops it in off the window. Now good defense by Clay Center. Edwards tips it. Ferguson comes up with it. Outlet pass. 4-on-3 numbers the other way. Callaway, right corner. Mullen, three-pointer in transition is going to be strong. Long rebound, though, tracked down by Haley Franson. Clay Center down 1. 4:40 left in the opening period. Addie Mullen with the basketball. Works it left on the dribble. Out top, Edwards fakes on the 3. Dribble penetrates. Kick out right. Callaway for the 3. And it just rims out right in front of the student section, waiting to erupt, but the basketball just rimming off the cylinder. Beloit back to the direction. Mullen pressuring out top against Meyer. Now there's strip away. Mullen ties it up, and the arrow belongs to Beloit. The Tasmanian Devil, Addie Mullen again defensively, such a pest out there with the ball handler, and she had the strip away, but as she got control of it, it was tied up with Meyer, and the basketball goes on the arrow to Beloit. Meyer will inbound from the sideline, the 5'4" sophomore. Man-to-man by Clay Center. Man-to-man both teams, although Clay Center certainly getting out, belly-to-belly pressuring. Edwards has made Larson pick up her dribble ball nearly loose to the half-court stripe. Now Meyer turns the corner toward the lane, out of control. Wild shot. They call a blocking foul on Ferguson. Boy, it looked like Meyer had no chance of getting a shot away, and then she went airborne. Ferguson trying to hold her ground, and evidently leaned is the only thing I can come up with. Otherwise, it should have been a charging call. But instead, at the free throw line, it's Meyer to shoot two. It is a 6-5 Beloit lead. 4:08 left to go first quarter, and the free throw misses from the sophomore on the first charity try. Meyer back at the stripe. She gets two charities. Missed on the first. Clay Center trailing by one here. This free throw rims in. Meyer 1 for 2, the first free throw shot in the game. Mullen back quickly the other direction. On the left side with it. Now between the circles, Aaron Hamill checked in at that last dead ball for Haley Franson. So it's Mullen, Franson, Ferguson, Callaway, and Edwards out there. Here's Hamill with it out top. Left side, Mullen trying to turn the corner, cut off by Meyer. Edwards trying to post on that ball side. Now they swing it around right to Callaway. High post, Edwards. Ball fake, steps in, kick out. Mullen, fake on the three, drives the lane, puts it off window, no. Weak side board, back up and good by the senior, Anna Ferguson, who has 2 field goals, and Clay Center's tied it up now at 7-7. Back the other way is Meyer. Kick out deep for Hubert. She'll dribble penetrate, pulls it up mid-lane, short, rebound, Johnson back up and missing. And she got the rebound, got rid of it, threw it right into the face of Hannah Ferguson, who walks it off. The foul before she got rid of it was on Clay Center down inside the lane. We'll see who it goes against. I believe that's on Sid Callaway. Haley Franson is back in. Edwards will come out. 7-7 tie with 3:20 to work. And the foul was on Sid, her first. Into the paint, it comes to Johnson. Blocked by Ferguson. Out of bounds to Beloit on the baseline. You'll see them run that high lob for Johnson to go up and take the shot in the mid lane or around the free throw stripe, or she'll come screen, but she does here and roll weak side. Now they tried to get it to Larson. It kicked. Clay Center did a good job to defend on the inbounds play from the baseline. Trinity Wagner coming on, 5'8" junior now for Beloit. Johnson will get her first breather of the game. Clay Center whistled for 3 fouls thus far. Beloit for 1 whistle. And now a substitution in before the ball gets inbounded. Ferguson coming out. Maybe still trying to clear the eyes from taking that basketball in the face. Clara Edwards is back in from the baseline. Pass in low, looking for Larson. Nearly stripped away off of Larson. Instead, it's off of Edwards, who was the defender on the play, stripping it away from the cut down toward the block. 7-7 tie. From the baseline left, it will be Beloit to inbound again. Looking for Barrett. Lob out. Nearly taken away. It is by Aaron Hamill. Off to the races the other direction. Hamill toward the lane. Goes by a defender. Up and almost got the shot. She will get the foul. And Hamill's headed to the free throw line. Clay Center wanting to push the action. And Hamill got out in transition that time off the tip away by Edwards. Picked up by Aaron, who got the steal and the run out. And then drew the foul to get to the free throw stripe to shoot 2. Foul was on Hubert, her first. Beloit, team second. Hamill misses on the first of 2 free throws. 7-7 tie with 3:09 to work. We're in the opening quarter. Hamill back to the stripe to give Clay Center the lead back. She will do so with the charity here. She has her first point of the night. At 3 on Friday, a 3 ball she knocked down. Anna Ferguson will come back on, and Hamill will come out. So you have Ferguson, Callaway, Edwards, Mullen, Franson on the floor, and they go full court pressure, man-to-man. No one on the basketball. Callaway kind of gets to play a linebacker up the right sideline. Now a double team. Ball is tipped. Picked up, though, by Barrett in the backcourt. She'll bring it across with a dribble. Beloit kick out to the right wing for Hubert. Top of the key, Larson. Ball fake and drive. Good cutoff by Ferguson, and nearly a strip away by Mullen. Now in the corner is Meyer. High post, pull-up jumper. It is Wagner off the sideline with her first bucket. And it's 9-8, Beloit by 1. 2:45 to work for in the opening period. Mullen brings it across. Right side Callaway to the corner right. Ferguson, skip pass across to Mullen. Crosses over to the top of the key is Franson, who hit the opening points on a 3-ball left lane. Ferguson dribble drives, gets below the bucket. Now Mullen left side triple, just running off. Here's Edwards, stick back, yes, and a chance at a 3-point play by the freshman. 24 in her opening night on Friday, and this time an offensive stick back with the left hand and contact, and a chance at the old-fashioned 3, and Clay Center goes up by 1. And Sydney Johnson, after the Lady Tiger offensive stick back, is quickly back in the game. The 6'2 senior for Beloit. Also on for the first time, Breezy Schroeder, 5'6 junior for the Trojans. Clay Center leads it now by 1, 10-9. Edwards at the stripe, trying to convert the three-pointer. Rims out. Rebound comes away to Johnson, and now give it away to Schroeder, who will bring it up against Franson. Left baseline, cut off by Haley. Now picks up the dribble. Skip pass across right. Barrett drives in the lane. A wraparound pass. Johnson. Shot up in traffic is good. She has 4. And going to the ground that time, Barrett off a great wraparound pass, and she is very slow to get up. In fact, the coach may have to come out and just have an eye. Left ankle, it looks like, from up here is what we're looking at. She is able to get off, and although in pain, appears to be walking off under her own power, which is good news for the 5'7 junior. The great drive and feed she gave to Johnson, and then Sydney Johnson in traffic able to go up and put it on the left side up and in. She has 4 points. Clay Center trails by 1 with 2:11 left to work. We're in the first quarter. Little token pressure now by Beloit as Edward brings it into Hamill. Aaron will fire up the floor and nearly threw it away. Addie Mullen on the left sideline, and Meyer got over in front of it, knocked it out of bounds. So Clay Center from the sideline needs an inbounder. Now Callaway will race over for that spot right near the scorer's table. 2:07 work first quarter. Clay Center down by 1, 11-10. Edwards off the inbounds at the free throw line. Ball fakes and drives. Now stops, backs it out, has used her dribble, needs some help. There's a good cut by Callaway. Pulls up against Johnson. No. Ferguson, weak side stick back. This time rims off, and the rebound away to Hubert. Great drive, and Hannah Ferguson, who's had a stick-back bucket already with 4 points, couldn't get that one to fall in. Kind of a little baby hook she took back up. Man-to-man by Clay Center defensively. 1:40 to work. We're in the first quarter. Clay Center trailing by 1. Here's a dribble drive, kick across lane. Good defense by Aaron Hamill, and now the basketball out of bounds to Clay Center. Hamill got into the passing lane. They were looking for Sydney Johnson, the 6'2 senior post. And Hamill just got a hand on it, and then the deflection off of Johnson. And Clay Center has the basketball down by 1. 90 seconds to work, opening period. Addie Mullen brings it up, and again, man-to-man by Beloit. High post, Edwards. Free throw line, dribbled across right, kick out to the right side for Callaway on the wing. Turns, spins it back out top. Tipped by Meyer, but picked up by Addie Mullen to run off there. Addie, right wing. Here's Callaway. High post, Edwards. Dribble drives, left side, slides in underneath and cashes in her second bucket of the game. 4 points for the freshman. It's 12-11. Clay Center leads it by 1. Meyer across the timeline, pressured by Mullen. 5 count is on, nearly lost it. Now gathered it in on the sideline. Lob back out to the point. With it is Hubert. Ball fake against Callaway. Drives the lane. Cut off by Ferguson. Foul call. Just caught the wrist. A lot of basketball, but the wrist as well. And a foul on Ferguson, her first. Hannah, of course, battled foul trouble all night Friday at Rock Creek. Really didn't see a lot of minutes. Had 6 points in the game. Picks up the foul here. Her second in the first quarter. And she will have to come to the sideline as Hubert knocks in the first of 2 free throws. 2 of 3 now for Beloit from the stripe. The Lady Tigers are 1 for 3 at the free throw line. 12-12 tie. One more charity coming from Hubert. And this one rims off, the rebound away to Clara Edwards. So Hubert, 1 of 2. 40 seconds left, first quarter. Tied at 12. Clay Center with the basketball. High post to Edwards. Ball tipped away. Now a battle in the lane. Callaway, Edwards on the floor. Also in there for Beloit was Hubert. And this time the alternate possession arrow goes to Clay Center on the baseline. It will be Mullen to inbound. Right of the glass. They put 4 around the the lane to the corner. Hamill's got a good look for three. It's just strong. Rebound. Callaway grips it down to Mullen outside, and across right it goes to Franson. Under 30 left first quarter. 12-12 tie. With it deep between the circles, Mullen. 5 count on. Can use her dribble. Instead gives it away to Edwards. Clara at the top of the key. Fakes the three. Now off to Franson with 15 to work. Play center looking for a final shot in a 12-12 tie. Franson the dribble. Almost poked away near the timeline. Here's Edwards. Turns and squares up. She'll take the three ball. It's strong. The rebound comes off to Beloit. With 2 and with 1, they will not get a shot away. Two state-ranked teams battling here in the Den. We're tied at 12 after one quarter. Back in a moment.
In this risky market, does your farm have the protection it needs? Farmers Union Insurance is committed to providing our farm families with complete insurance solutions for every operation, large or small. We have products to cover everything from crops to combines, homes to barns, autos to auto steer and your tractors. Our products will help manage your risk and keep you protected from the unknown. Give me, Jim Gearhan, a call at 632-3264 or stop by our office at 426 Lincoln Avenue in downtown Clay Center. We are proud to support the Tiger Athletics.
Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Center has the best therapy team in Central Kansas. With over 105 total years of physical therapy experience and 4 doctorates of physical therapy, they're sure to get you back in the game in no time. Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Therapy specialties include amputee and prosthetic therapy, dry needling, pediatric therapy, and joint replacement therapy. With a focus on patient care and individualized treatment, your physical therapy experience will be a positive one. Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Center of Manhattan. The greatest comebacks begin here.
Lady Tigers tied at 12 here. Two state-ranked teams going head-to-head, and a good one thus far. The Lady Tigers tied up 12-12. Will be Beloit's basketball to begin the second quarter. There were 2 jump balls during that first quarter of play after Clay Center had controlled the opening tip-off. So Beloit will have it at the half-court stripe. Clay Center man-to-man. You have Franson, Hamill, Mullen, Callaway, Edwards in the game right now for Clay Center. Edwards and Ferguson both with 4 to lead the Lady Tigers in scoring. Meyer with the dribble out top. Dribble drives. Under the jump, hanging in the air, shot from the free throw line is a long rebound out to Mullen. Addie moves to the left, takes it to the glass, and knocks it in. Kaz has her first point, and it's 14-12. Clay Center with the lead. That ball came off the rim hard, and Mullen got it around the top of the key, and it took off. It's a great slide move inside to get the bucket. Now they go to Sydney Johnson in low for Beloit, and she is able to take it up and get the foul, not the bucket, but the foul on Clara Edwards will give Johnson 2 free throws. Johnson with 4 points early. They also have 3 from Callista Hubert, 2 each from Shea Larson and Trinity Wagner. The free throw from Johnson missing. 14-12, Clay Center by a bucket. Second free throw from the senior for Beloit. Johnson, no good. Rebound cleared by Callaway. Sid will bring it herself. The sidewalk surfer to the top of the key. Baseline right, Hamill. Gets into a double team, in trouble. Kick out to Callaway. Skip pass across Franson. Hit a 3 earlier. Now kick out deep. It goes to Mullen. Just underway second quarter. Clay Center by 2 with the basketball. Here's Hamill. To Callaway. Looks low. Franson at the point. Around right to the baseline is Hamill. High post for Ferguson. She's bumped as she tried to receive the basketball. It's the 4th team foul against Beloit. 5 whistled against the Lady Tigers thus far. 14-12. Clay Center with the basketball on the baseline. Just 1 minute into the second quarter. Here's Mullen. Corner to Franson. Dribble penetrates. Stops. To the top. Ferguson fakes on the long 2. Now Hamill for 3 in the corner and swishes it through. Aaron Hamill has 4, and Clay Center has a 17-12 lead. The kick from Ferguson, the bucket for the triple from Aaron Hamill. She had a 3 on Friday night as well, so her second already this season. To answer, 3-pointer the other end, no. Rebound, dumped inside, tip out by Callaway, picked up by Franson. Long down court pass, 2-on-1. Mullen, Hamill for a second straight bucket, no, but the stick back by Callaway is in. Sid knocks it home, and Clay Center now with a 7-point lead. Transition buckets and the big 3 coming from Hamill. It's 19-12, 6.5 to work first half when we come back.
Place your order now for next spring's crops and save a bundle. Count on Crop Production Services of Clay Center for the best quality corn and soybean seed. Their proven brands include DeKalb, Asgrow, Dynagrow, Producers Hybrids, and LG. If you order now, you can take advantage of early cash and volume discounts, and they also have financing available. The agronomists at CPS stay current on the ever-changing field of seed technology, so they can provide well-informed advice to help increase your productivity. Come spend a part of your afternoon at Union State Bank and help them ring in the Christmas season. It's time once again for their Christmas open house, and they welcome you to join them on Wednesday, December 6th from noon until 3. Enjoy refreshments and door prizes as you visit with friends and neighbors and share in the festive holiday cheer. Mark your calendars for Wednesday, December 6th from 12 until 3 o'clock at Union State Bank. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
19-12, Clay Center has jumped out now to a 7-point lead. We were tied at 12 at the end of one quarter, and then Aaron Hamill knocks down the three, a couple of buckets in transition from Addie Mullen and Sid Calloway, and it's a 19-12 Clay Center lead. Beloit using the timeout. Full court pressure now by Clay Center. Meyer in the backcourt, pressured by Mullen. Off it comes to Barrett. Good to see her back on the floor. Looks to be moving fine after what appeared to be an ankle twist early on. They lob it down inside. Larson with the left hand, strong. Rebound, Johnson back up and good. She is a low down inside. She has 6 early points and the offensive rebound there to go back up and in. Bowling down to the right wing for Hamill. Aaron, high post. Ferguson wants the 15-footer. It's strong. Rebound, battles for Hamill, kept it alive. And we have a out of bounds off of Clay Center. Hamill got her hand on it, but in doing so came from that right baseline across below the bucket. It was at a foot out of bounds when she made contact with the basketball. Beloit again against pressure. Right sideline. Near steal by Haley Franson. Knocks it away and out of bounds. It'll stay with Beloit on the sideline. Barrett will inbound. 3/4 of the floor still to go. They throw down court. They've got Larson free. Ferguson trying to catch up. Calloway knocked it away. It will be Beloit's basketball on the baseline. Boy, they had a run out. Larson thought she got contact. Ferguson with 2 fouls already. And then Calloway was the one who was able to poke it away. From the baseline, they inbound to Larson. Takes it up in a crowd and drops it in. Tough shot. First points of the night for the sophomore Friction. Second bucket of the night for the sophomore Shea Larson. She had 16 on Friday against Concordia in that win. Now it's a 3-point ball game. Clay Center with possession. Franson, left side, high post is Calloway near the elbow. Ball fakes it left, goes across right. Ferguson pulls the jumper from 10 and splashes it home. Ferguson has 6. It's 21-16. Clay Center by 5. Beloit in the backcourt. Barrett lobs it right sideline. Mullen giving chase. Meyer has her. Lob down to the paint. Here's Larson for her second straight field goal, and she gets it in. She has 6. Clay Center's lead is 3. 5:15 to work, second quarter. Addie Mullen walks it up the floor, now pressured by Meyer. Needing some help, and a timeout taken by the Tiger sideline. We'll break as well. You're listening to Lady Tiger Basketball on 100.9.
TSI Kansas and Clay Center is looking for experienced, professional, over-the-road drivers to join our team. If you're looking for those big company benefits but want small company values, give us a call. Great pay and home time are just the few things we offer. Let us put you on the open road to a career, not just another job. At TSI Kansas, you'll find open doors and a friendly staff. Call Heather in recruiting at 785-632-5183. Ask her about the $2,000 sign-on bonus.
21-18 ball game. We have 5:07 remaining, second quarter. The Lady Tigers with the 3-point advantage. They jumped it out to 7 points. Boyd has answered to get it back within 3. Clay Center does have the basketball at the half-court stripe. Out of the timeout, Mullen, Calloway, Edwards back in, Hamill and Franson on the floor. Beloit goes man-to-man. Calloway from the sideline. Looking high post, gets it to the top of the key for Edwards. Drives toward the lane. Kick out. Calloway, good look for 3. Another one. The Lady Tigers splash in their 3rd triple of the game, and it's 24-18. Clay Center by 6 now. Down court. Pass to Larson. What a catch in traffic. Might have traveled, got away with it. Now a loose ball battle. Franson and Johnson, and a foul's going to be called. Going to Clay Center. Johnson will pick up a loose ball reach-in foul. Shea Larson, made a great catch. The hands were amazing by the sophomore. Looked like she may have stutter stepped while gathering it. Wasn't called, but Johnson ends up with a foul, and Clay Center gets the basketball back. The foul on the 6'2 senior is her first. Both teams whistled for 5 team fouls. Here's Callaway, high post. Turns, spins, drives, stops, pressure. Now a reach in. No, they're going to call a jump ball. And this arrow belongs to Clay Center on the baseline. 4:34 left to go, second quarter, 24-18. Clay Center with the lead and the basketball on their own baseline. Back in is Breezy Schroeder for the Trojans as Hubert will come out. 4.5 to work, first half. Mullen, left corner. Hamill hit her last 3 ball, hits her second in a row, and made the net dance on that one. Aaron Hamill now has 7. And Clay Center's lead is 9, 27-18. Callaway near steal. Keeps it alive. It is taken away. Branson down court with a dribble. On down the floor. Mullen toward the lane. With the left. Up and no. Rebound battled for. Edwards has it. Back up. Strong on the right side and good. The freshman now has 6. Clay Center leads by double digits. 29-18. Big 2 3-pointers knocked down by Aaron Hamill. And then the transition bucket off the steal. The last time another tip away. Edwards to Hamill. Down court, 4-on-1 numbers. Aaron toward the paint to the baseline. Left is Mullen, and she will back it out as Beloit was able to kind of fill the lane up. Clay Center by 11. Here's Callaway at the top of the key. Turns and squares. Looking low. Hamill inside the paint. Takes it up and is hammered by Johnson. Aaron Hamill headed to the free throw line. She has 7 points in the ball game. 2 triples. 1 of 2 at the line. And headed back to the stripe here. And that foul on Johnson. Her second for the 6'2 senior. Hamill goes to the free throw stripe. Clay Center's defense leading to transition. And then the 2 big threes this quarter from Hamill, just adding to what Clay Center is doing. She cannot get the roll on the free throw. All but going down. 29-18. Hannah Ferguson returns for the Lady Tigers. It will be Hamill at the stripe. Maddie Craig is set to check in, but she will come in for Hamill if she makes the free throw. It started to whistle her in, and Coach Edwards said no, it will be for the shooter if Hamill drills this. Play Center by 11. Free throw up and short. Rebound off to Barrett. Long down court pass trying to beat the Lady Tigers down the floor. Meyer takes it in. Strip away by Haley Franson. They'll call this on the shot, and Meyer gets to the free throw line to shoot 2. She is 1 of 2 at the stripe thus far. Abilene leads Rock Creek in the girls' matchup tonight, 9-8. That's after 1 quarter of play. Tonight, Wamego is at Riley County. We'll get you updates on that. Marysville hosting Falls City, Nebraska tonight. The free throw line here is Jess Meyer. She misses on the first of 2 free throws. Hamill will come out. What a monster second quarter. 2 big 3-pointers. She has 7 to lead the Lady Tigers in scoring. The free throw line, Meyer, Maddie Craig in for Hamill for the Lady Tigers. Second free throw. This one's up and good. She's 2 of 4 at the stripe. The 5'4" sophomore for Beloit. So Clay Center has Franson, Ferguson, Mullen, Callaway, and the freshman Maddie Craig in the game. 10-point Lady Tiger lead. 3.5 to work second quarter. The next foul on either team will put them in the bonus. Both teams have 16 fouls right now. Near tip away by Hubert, picked up by Callaway, and back outside it comes to Mullen. Right sideline Craig. Maddie takes it inside, gets it out deep to Franson. Around left it comes to Mullen. Back outside to Haley. Franson, right side wing. Maddie Craig, dribble penetrates all the way to the window. It's strong. Great move. Just didn't finish it. Down inside against the bigger defender. Here's Hubert the other way with Callaway chasing her. She's used her dribble. And the lob across taken away by Franson. Haley down court. Mullen with the left. Yes! Great feed from Franson in transition. Caught Mullen in stride. Adding then did the rest, getting it to roll across and fall. And Clay Center leads it by a dozen, 31-19. Corner left, Barrett. Franson out on her. Lob across paint. Goes to Wagner. Lob down inside. Maddie Craig near steal. Ties it up. No, they let play go on. Saved in by Ferguson to Franson. Haley up the right sideline. Stopped there by defender Barrett. Now stops and we'll get it back outside deep to Maddie Craig to run offense. 2:21 to work. Clay Center leads it here. 31-19. Craig, high post to Callaway. Sid turns and squares. Looks inside. Nothing there. Back outside between the rings. It comes to Franson. Right sideline Mullen. Addy. Screen from Ferguson. Drives. Wanting to lob it low to Hannah, but it's taken away by Wagner. Nearly taken back by Ferguson and then picked up by Beloit. It's Barrett going the other direction. Right sideline cut off by Maddie Craig. Now to the baseline. Wraparound pass picked up by Franson. Haley, the other direction, 2-on-1, bounce pass down low, and Mullen with the bucket. What a feed again from Franson, and Addie Mullen with her second lay-in, this time on the right side, and drawing contact, a chance at hoop and arm. Dealing dimes tonight from half court the last time Haley Franson hit Addie Mullen, this time 2-on-1, right around the lane. She got it across with the defender trailing, and Mullen did the rest. It's 33-19 now, Clay Center by 14 points. Two great assists from the junior Haley Franson, setting up her junior teammate Addie Mullen at the stripe, and she converts the old-fashioned three. She now has 7. Clay Center leads this thing by 15. Barrett down court, well beyond the arc, looks at it, turns, now gets in some trouble, gets rid of it to Wagner. Lob down inside. Barrett shot up and rolls in. Tough shot by Sydney Barrett, her first points of the night. She had 20 on Friday against Concordia, including a 10 at the line. 34-21. Clay Center with the basketball, leading by 13. Edwards has it out at the point. Takes the three. Off to the right side, it goes to Franson. Wanting to go into the post. Gets it to Callaway, who finds herself wide open. Franson again dishing it out tonight, and Callaway now has 7. 36-21. That's 3 straight assists from Haley Franson. Here's a drive by Barrett all the way to the glass. Missing. Rebound brought down by Johnson. No correction, Larson. And then the foul over the back, I think, called on Franson. But how about Haley Franson? Dishing it out tonight. 3 straight assists, 2 in transition. The last one just patient enough to let Callaway get the position she wanted her in, then got it to her, and Sid was wide open. The free throw line, Shea Larson knocks in the front of 1-1. She has 7 points now in the game. Lexi Livey in for the first time for Clay Center. Franson, that foul was her second, so she will come out. Short time here in the second quarter, 1:01 to work. Clay Center by 14. Larson, the lefty, sophomore at 6 foot, drills both free throws. She now has 8 points to lead Beloit in scoring. 1 minute left, 36-23, Clay Center by 13. Mullen left side, out deep to Callaway. Looks to the corner right, Hamill. Dangerous outside of the arc. She's hit 2 triples this quarter. Edwards left side to Livey. Lexi back out deep for Callaway. Around right it goes to Hamill. Ball fake and drive. They had to respect the three-pointer. She drove through contact. It looked like no foul call. Beloit back to the direction. Now Meyer picks up her dribble. Larson has it. Edwards on her. Back outside it comes to Breezy Schroeder. Livey near steal. Lob down low. Taken away by Callaway. The sidewalk surfer, down floor, Livey. On down the court, Mullen again. This time Livey with the assist. And adding Mullen with another bucket, she has 9. Clay Center by 15. Edwards, the defense, to knock it out of bounds in transition. And the basketball stays with Beloit on the baseline. Boy, last time that's it. Callaway did all the defensive work. Got a hand up, tapped it, got control of it, got it to Livey. And the sophomore found Mullen down court, wide open for lay-in. Edwards comes out. In will come Jaden Crimmins for Clay Center. Also, Sydney Johnson with 2 fouls. Beloit will roll the dice a bit offensively with 10 seconds left to put Johnson in the game. They lob it to the free throw line. Larson. First shot on the run. No. Rebound inside. Babbled for. Strip away by Callaway on Johnson. That basketball out of bounds to Beloit on the baseline. Johnson took it up. Callaway able to strip it away. Shot block goes out of bounds off the Lady Tigers. From the baseline, ball tipped by Mullen. Picked away by Mullen. Now a jump ball call with 2.9 seconds. It will be Beloit's basketball on the baseline. Clay Center by 15, 38-23. Again, they'll inbound. Johnson sets the screen. They try to go weak side. Now the bounce pass in low. Tipped away again by Mullen. Taz is everywhere. Johnson had actually flashed free. She screened high, ball side, team weak side on the block. Mullen just quick enough to get a hand on the inbounder's inbound pass. Now here's Johnson from the free throw line off glass. That will end the first half. What a half for the Lady Tigers. What a second quarter, we should say. They lead at 38-23 after a 12-12 opening quarter tie. The Lady Tigers roll here in the second period to lead by 15. Stay with us. Lady Tiger halftime coming up.
Take action now for a successful crop next year. At Wilbur Ellis and Reed Seed and Feed, we're ready to help you plan for next season's feed control, moisture conservation, and fertilizer needs. For your plan will utilize soil testing and variable seeding rates to come up with site-specific fertilizer and seed systems. Now is a good time to establish your fertilizer and chemical program for productive crops in 2018. Wilbur Ellis and Reed Seed and Feed. We offer customized solutions to help your crop thrive.
Valley Irrigation and AgSense have teamed up to take work and worry off your shoulders. With a suite of remote farm management tools and a digital cell network, AgSense is flexible, easy, and affordable. It even provides cable theft monitoring. To see how AgSense fits your farm, contact your local Valley dealer today. In Clay Center, see Republican Valley Irrigation or call 632-5588.
At United Bank and Trust, we get it. Bank hours don't always fit into your schedule. With the United Bank and Trust mobile banking app, you can bank anytime, anywhere. At home, at work, or anywhere in between. You can perform convenient and secure transactions like mobile check deposit, transfer money between accounts, or see your balance instantly. Find it by searching for United Bank and Trust mobile app in your app store. Mobile banking with United Bank and Trust. It's banking for your way of life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Ho, ho, ho! It's Jolly St. Todd from Wall's True Value. Hey, we've got to make room for Christmas decorations and merchandise because, well, Coralie and Terry say so. So we need to sell a bunch of appliances. Get washers with agitators starting at $265, matching dryers at $250, smooth top electric ranges starting at $300. Hey, if you have rentals or you want high-end appliances, we have a huge selection to pick from at Wall's True Value in beautiful downtown Clay Center, open 7 days a week for you.
38-23 here at the half. The Clay Center Lady Tigers pull away in the second period as they put up 26 second quarter points on the way to a 15-point halftime lead, 38-23. And they did it in a lot of different manners. Obviously, their defense will always lead the points for this team. After a 12-12 tie, though, it was the outside work of Erin Hamill and the dishes of Haley Franson that truly made the difference through the second period. Hamill had 2 3-pointers. She has 7 first-half points. Haley Franson, who knocked down the first points of the game, a 3 in the first points for Clay Center. She was the one, though, dishing it out in the second quarter. She had 3 straight assists and really set the Lady Tigers up to pull away in this game. Addie Mullen with 9 points. She was the benefactor of 2 Franson assists and Alexi Lively assists as well. She has 9 to lead all scorers in this game. 7 points each for Erin Hamill and Sid Calloway. 6 each for Clara Edwards and Hannah Ferguson. The 1 3-pointer from Haley Franson. And the Lady Tigers have a 38-23 lead. We'll look at Beloit's leading scorers in a moment. Give you a further look at what's to come this week on KCLY. And this first half of the Lady Tigers, a good one. 38-23 their lead over Beloit. 2 state-ranked teams going at it. We're back in a moment.
Personalized blood flow restriction is the latest in rehab technology available at Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Center. A specialized tourniquet is applied to an injured limb to temporarily reduce the amount of blood in the exercising limb. This allows a patient the ability to lift very light weights and still see similar results as lifting heavy. Positive results from BFR have occurred in the Achilles tendon repairs, fractures, rotator cuff repairs, nerve injuries, and more. Ask about it at Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Center in Manhattan.
Enjoy a jolly good internet upgrade and be prepared to handle your holiday visitors. You'll instantly be amazed at the difference it makes when you move up to faster speeds with Twin Valley Pulse. It's a sure way to make everybody smile. Choose the plan that will make you the merriest, 100 megabits per second for $59.95 a month, or the full gig for $99.95 a month. No phone line is required. Call Twin Valley at 800-515-3311 to sign up. Certain restrictions apply.
Raising your crop and getting it in the bin is half the job. Selling it is the other half. To market your grain for top dollar, you need the professional edge of experienced consultants. ProEdge Consulting from Central Valley Ag. CVA ProEdge Consulting brings you timely knowledge of the cash markets, basis information for the entire market. You'll know your production and storage costs, your break-evens, and how to manage risk. ProEdge Consulting helps you maximize grain marketing profit. Get details at your local Central Valley Ag location or at cvacoop.com.
When physical disabilities or injuries make everyday mobility a challenge or even dangerous, Patterson's Health Mart Pharmacy is there with durable medical supplies to get you where you need to go safely. They'll help you with canes, walkers, crutches, braces, and wheelchairs. They'll even fit diabetics with shoes made especially for their comfort needs. So for safety and mobility, it's good to know where to find the durable medical supplies that can give you the freedom to remain as active as possible. They're at Patterson's Health Mart Pharmacy in downtown Clay Center.
Lady Tigers, again, a really huge second quarter. They put 26 on the board. They lead 38-23 here at the half. Let's give you a look at the Beloit Trojans' leading scores in this first half of play. It is 8 points from Shay Larson. She had 16 on Friday night. 6 points from Sydney Johnson, the 6'2 senior down inside. Sydney Barrett had 20 on Friday against Concordia, held to just 2 first-half points. Melissa Hubert has 4, 2 points each for Trinity Wagner, Jess Meyer, and Sydney Barrett, as mentioned. Well, again, the Lady Tigers are led by Addie Mullins, 9 points, really out in transition, able to finish. A couple of half-court plays as well, but Haley Franson setting up Mullen a couple of different times. Callaway in a half-court set once. It is Mullen with 9, 7 each for Callaway and Hamill, 6 apiece for Ferguson and Edwards, 3 from Franson. The Lady Tigers have hit 4 3-pointers in the first half, 2 from Hamill, both in the second quarter. Callaway had 1. Franson with that first points of the game, the 3-pointer knockdown. And again, the Lady Tigers up by a 38-23 margin with 2 state-ranked teams going at it head-to-head here in the Den. Coming up on KCLY this week, tomorrow night it is K-State Lady Wildcat basketball on the air. That is a 7 o'clock tip-off from Bramlage. It will be a 6:30 pregame here on KCLY. Now, for the Tigers this week, the Wrestlers have a big week at home. In the Den, Thursday night they host Wamego, and on Saturday the Clay Center Tiger Invitational. We will start our coverage of Tiger Wrestling on the air with the live action coming up in January, and then we'll, of course, have all of the regional Friday and Saturday matches live, and the state championship weekend Friday and Saturday all live on KCLY. We'll have 3 duels we get a chance to cover this year during the regular season as well, starting in January. On KCLY Friday night, league opener for the Clay Center Tiger basketball team. They travel to Marysville Friday night. Tip-off, of course, scheduled for 6 p.m. And then Saturday, we have the K-State Wildcat men's basketball team. They're headed to Wichita at the Intrust Bank Arena as they tip off in that the Wildcat Classic. Last year it was at the Sprint Center in Kansas City. This year in Wichita. And this year they take on the Tulsa Golden Hurricane, a team that is coached by Frank Haith, the former Missouri Tiger head coach. That'll be coming up on Saturday evening. It is a 7 o'clock tip. Pre-game time is at 6 p.m. And the Chiefs still leading their division. It's Raider week for the Kansas City Chiefs and trying to right the ship right now. They get back to action on Sunday at noon. Pre-game time at 11 a.m. Here it is, the Lady Tigers up 38-23 at halftime. A huge second quarter when they dominate defensively, forcing several turnovers, then getting points in transition. The 3-pointers falling 4 in the first half, and they lead it by 15. Stay with us. We'll conclude halftime and get you set for your second half from the Den next.
Intensive sampling, Veris soil mapping, and variable rate application of fertilizers can improve the efficiency of nutrient management. CS Precision Ag can assess nutrient availability of different areas within a field and recommend the right product to improve your bottom line. New customers for the fall are currently being accepted at CS Precision Ag. They serve producers throughout north central Kansas and south central Nebraska. Contact Clayton Bott or visit them online at csprecisionag.com.
Sure, it's the season of peace on Earth, but sometimes it seems like you're cooking for every person on Earth. Parties, dinners, potlucks, it doesn't stop. Subway Catering is the miracle your holiday season needs. Order online and get sandwich platters, cookie trays, or even giant subs ready when you need them. Get Subway Catering and get time to enjoy the holidays, not spend them in the kitchen. Please allow 24 hours notice for giant sub orders.
Crop Production Service is constantly looking for ways to help your bottom line grow. And with the Loveland products available, you'll get the results you want. From seed treatment and plant nutrition to fertilizer and crop protection, Crop Production Service offers top-of-the-line solutions to grow your crops, your bottom line, and your operation. Connect with your local CPS expert and experience the innovative products from Loveland. Crop Production Service, here to help you grow.
Come spend a part of your afternoon at Union State Bank and help them ring in the Christmas season. It's time once again for their Christmas open house, and they welcome you to join them on Wednesday, December 6th from noon until 3. Enjoy refreshments and door prizes as you visit with friends and neighbors and share in the festive holiday cheer. Mark your calendars for Wednesday, December 6th from 12 until 3 o'clock at Union State Bank. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Nearing second half action, the Lady Tigers up 38-23. To have one score in for you from halftime. Concordia Lady Panthers leading Republic County 31-19. That's at the half in Belleville. 31-19 Concordia leads. Sydney Bergman with 10. Carly Wallmeyer with 8 to lead the way. Also in the Riley County matchup against Wamego, it is Riley County Falcon girls. Coach Harold Oliver's team stayed ranked this year in 3A, leading Wamego 27-15. That's who Clay Center will meet coming up on Tuesday, a week from tonight, on the road at Riley County. Here's 38-23. The Lady Tigers with the lead over Beloit, and Clay Center will have the basketball to begin this second half. Haley Franson, Addie Mullen, Sid Calloway, Clara Edwards, and Hannah Ferguson to start this second half of play. Mullen into the front court, looking high post, cannot get it to Edwards, goes left side instead to Franson, who will attack the lane all the way to the paint, turns, spins, takes it up, block, gets it back, goes back again against contact, no foul called, and the rebound comes away to Larson and Beloit. So the Trojans will take it back the other way. Outside, near steal by Mullen. Meyer, tip away by Edwards, picked up by Addie Mullen. Numbers going the other direction. Mullen left side, across paint, Ferguson, yes! Mullen with the dish this time, and Hannah Ferguson finishes. She has 8 now, and the Lady Tigers lead by 17, their biggest advantage. Another steal by Mullen. And the outlet pass, numbers going the other way. Callaway, Franson, cross paint, Edwards up strong, is fouled. Clara Edwards headed to the free throw line. That's 2 straight possessions. Beloit has seen Clay Center force the turnover and then get numbers going the other direction. The first time they got the bucket, this time the foul, and Edwards step into the stripe for the 2 free throws. She has 6 points in the game, 0 of 1 at the stripe, missing on a 3-point opportunity in the first half, and now misses here to begin the second half of play. Also, Abilene is up 20-12 at halftime. Abilene leading over Rock Creek 20-12. Sydney Burton leads the way with 5 points. Edwards knocks in the second free throw. Clara Edwards now with 7. 41-23. Clay Center by 18. Mullen pressuring outside. Off to Larson. Corner left. Barrett, 3 ball on its way is short. Weak side rebound. Battled for. Johnson gets it from Ferguson. Back up and in. Ferguson, good position, but did not have Johnson backed out enough to not let her go up and tip the basketball. And then once you got control of it, really had a good position for the shot. Here's Mullen, left sideline. Clay Center with a 16-point lead in the basketball. Ferguson looking in low, wanted to go to Mullen and threw behind, and the foul ball is taken away by Meyer of Beloit. Meyer to the baseline right. Barrett tries another 3, missing this time. Great box out by Franson on the weak side against Johnson. Bigger post player, but Franson had the box out, and the basketball back to Clay Center. Mullen down the court. Addie off the screen right by Edwards. Bumped by Meyer, gets the basketball loose, gets it back, still has the dribble. Now Meyer goes for the steal. Mullen spins away from her. Edwards hands it right back to Addie. Now out top for Edwards. Around right on the wing is Franson. Haley, top of the key, Ferguson. Looking low, Edwards trying to post it. Callaway now has it. High post to Edwards. Ferguson inside wanting to post. Franson now has it right wing. Clay Center with a 16-point lead. The lob inside looking for Edwards. Taken away by Beloit in low. Ball got loose. Larson saved it, and Barrett has it for the Trojans. Barrett toward the lane, tried to hand it off and walked with the basketball and trying to do so. Sydney Barrett, 5'7" junior, really creative with the basketball in the lane. Kind of works her way underneath and around and through defenders, but that time just took it too deep and had nowhere to go and eventually walked with the basketball. Now the official going to the scorer's table, wanting to clarify something, and maybe some students that were spilling from the doorway out near the baseline. I think they wanted to clear that out. Addie Mullen has it left side, hands it off to Callaway. Weave out top. Sid. Now to Edwards. Clara toward the paint. Stops. She'll hand it off now to Franson. Haley to Mullen. In the weave, continues to go back and forth. Kick to the corner. Callaway, good look for three. This one's short. Long rebound. Tracked down. Edwards keeps it alive. Franson comes up with it, and Clay Center has a new possession. 5:18 to go, third quarter. They lead by 16. Callaway, high post. Edwards from the free throws. Drive, strong. Rebound pulled away by Johnson. Barrett back the other direction for Beloit. Clay Center's led by as many as 18. Their lead is 16 right now. Barrett toward the baseline. Wild shot, no good. Rebound, weak side, back up. Johnson can't get it. Now the loose ball, kicked out. It's Barrett who comes up with it for Beloit. She'll dribble penetrate. Leans in off glass, and it rims off. Johnson one more time, and now a foul is going to be called. And it was a point of emphasis yesterday in practice for this Lady Tiger basketball team. Keep Beloit off the offensive board. Well, that trip down, they were unable to do so, and it is Clay Center getting the foul called on Addie Mullen, her first, and Beloit keeping the basketball. So possession out of bounds on the baseline for Beloit. Meyer brings it into Larson, guarded by Edwards, hands it outside. That is a Meyer three-pointer, no good. Rebound, Aaron Hamill has it. Clay Center back the other way. Hamill, right sideline, now crosses over to the middle and will run the offense. Hamill with the dribble has 7 first-half points, 2 second-quarter threes. Edwards hands it off to Hamill to the corner right, backs it out with the dribble now. She has Hubert on her. Now gets rid of it between the circles to Callaway. High post left side, Ferguson. Hannah turns, looks low. To the post is Edwards. Clara turns, spins, goes strong, can't get it down. Rebound inside. That was for Callaway. Hamill in the mix. Hubert in there, and a jump ball call is going to be whistled. And the arrow this time going to Beloit. Midway point, third quarter. Clay Center on top by 16. They led 38-23 at the break. They lead 41-25 right now, so neither team has really gotten fire on the offensive end. Clay Center to full court pressure near, and it is a steal by Mullen. Mullen gets it, takes it toward the baseline left, now backs it out with a behind-the-back dribble. Should stop saying near steal and adding Mullen near the basketball. Almost always results in a steal, and it was that time in the full court off of a good double team away from where she was at defending the passing lane. Hamill has the dribble. Clay Center with the basketball. Third quarter action. They lead by 16. Hamill slides away in the paint and draws the foul. Through 2 defenders, Hamill able to scoop shot it up off glass, drawing contact, and will get to the stripe to shoot 2. Hamill with 7 first-half points. As mentioned, the 2 3-pointers in the second quarter. First free throw from Hamill is rolling in. Good body English at the line by Hamill. She thought it was going to rim out, and he was jumping up and down when it found a way to hang in there and fall home. 42-25. Second free throw is short. Rebounded Johnson. Clay Center's lead is 17. Here's Schroeder down court. Edwards tips it away. Hamill saves it in bounds, but no, she was out of bounds as she did so. Great hustle play by Edwards and Hamill, nearly getting the steal. Instead, 3:34 to work third quarter, and the basketball out of bounds to Beloit on the baseline. Meyer lobs it toward the lane, taken away by Edwards. Now the ball's taken back by Barrett, and now we've got a jump ball again. And this one will go to Clay Center. Edwards made the steal. When she came down with it, there was kind of a crowd around, and they tied it up on her. And so the arrow goes back to Clay Center, who leads by 17. Neither team has done much offensively here in this third quarter. Clay Center has outscored Beloit 4-2 thus far, but they do lead by 17. Great job by Sid Callaway. Meyer shooting from the top of that defense, had a beat on it, but Callaway came to meet the basketball. It's those old basics of hoops, but she came and met it, and because of that, drew the foul on Meyer. It's her first, and Clay Center keeps the basketball, more importantly. 3:10 to work, third quarter. Clay Center by 17. Here's Hamill, left side wing. Mullen skips it back to Callaway as Beloit in his zone here. There's a shot block inside by Johnson on a baby hook turnaround by Hannah Ferguson. Now Mullen, another steal. This on Meyer. Left side, she's fouled before the shot. Whistle blew out around the free throw stripe as Addie Mullen takes another steal away from the Beloit Trojans. It is crazy to watch this Lady Tiger team, but maybe in particular Sid Callaway and Addie Mullen, especially on the perimeter play defense. Here's Mullen, corner right. Back outside to Callaway. To Mullen. High post. Ferguson, wide open, free throw line jumper, rattles off. Rebound inside, battled for, picked up by Johnson. Back to the way will come Beloit. It's Schroeder left wing and deep. 2:35 to work, third quarter. Clay Center leads it by 17. Corner right, Barrett. Lob inside, Johnson couldn't handle it. Hamill has it. Racing to the other end, two defenders with her. She will take it strong. Scoop shot, no. Rebound, Mullen able to come out of there with it. Addie Mullen, not a steal this time. She just found a way to get position inside and come up with the basketball on the offensive board. Callaway around left. Mullen against the zone now. Clay Center goes high post to Ferguson. Erin Hamill, three-pointer. She is feeling it tonight. Hamill with their third triple of the ball game, and the lead is 20 for Clay Center. That is the biggest lead of the contest. It is 11 now for Erin Hamill tonight, and we've got a timeout taken by Beloit. 45-25 with under 2 to work, third quarter. Clay Center leads it here in the Den.
If your current crop needs 45 pounds of nitrogen, why would anyone apply 90 pounds per acre? That's the sound of profit being poured down the drain. When you Verimax your current crop, you know the right amount of nitrogen to apply at precisely the right time. Producers are reporting a 10 to 15 bushel per acre increase in yield when following the Verimax recommendation. To schedule your acres, visit VerimaxSystems.com and optimize the yield and profitability of every field on your farm.
45-25, Lady Tigers with the lead, led by the three-pointers from Erin Hamill. 2 in the second quarter. She knocked down her first one here in the third. She has 11 points to lead the way for Clay Center in this ball game, and they lead it by 20 now. They have held Beloit thus far to 2 points through the first 6 minutes and 5 seconds of the third period. Clay Center hadn't scored much either. They put 7 on the board now and have stretched the lead. It will be Beloit's basketball out of the Trojan timeout. Sydney Johnson comes out, the 6'2" post on the sideline. From the sideline now, Beloit trouble getting it in. They finally do. Barrett will drive and knocked away from behind from Erin Hamill. She's everywhere. Out of bounds to Beloit on the baseline. Haley Franson back in. Anna Ferguson will get a breather. Edwards, Franson, Hamill, Mullen, Callaway on the floor. The inbounds off the man-to-man Lady Tiger defense. Again, trouble. Another steal by Mullen. Addie Mullen races past the defense to the lane. The layup is good. Taz now with 11. Will be anxious to see that, there's a great defensive play by Mullen. Now they're going to call a blocking foul. Looked like Barrett really stuck that left elbow out where Mullen got in position. I will be anxious to see 2 things. The number of assists that Haley Franson has tonight. Secondly, the number of steals that Addie Mullen has tonight. 22-point lead now. Mullen and Hamill both with 11 points in this game, leading the way for Clay Center offensively, but great balance tonight. 47-26, there's still a minute 39 to go third quarter. Barrett at the stripe, made the first, and buries both. She was 10 of 10 at the line Friday, 12 of 12 to start the season for the 5'7" junior for Beloit. Addie Mullen walks it up. 90 seconds left, third quarter. Clay Center leads it by 20. Mullen out deep right. Zone defense by Beloit. Now they skip it left to Mullen. Back out deep at between the circles to Franson. Right side wing is Hamill. Skipped across again to Mullen. Short corner left is Callaway. Back up top, Franson. A look for 3. She hit one earlier. She parries another one. Haley Franson from the top of the key. And Clay Center leads it by 23 now. 3 trays from Hamill, 2 from Franson, 1 from Callaway tonight. Now we've got a hoop and foul chance on the other end by Barrett, who we said is very creative with the basketball and did so there to draw contact while getting the shot away. The foul was on Sid Callaway. 6 3-pointers tonight for Clay Center. They lead by 21, a minute 2 to work third quarter. At the line, Barrett trying for a 3-point play, and she is now 13 of 13 for the season from the free throw stripe this far. Lead is 20 with a minute left third quarter for the Lady Tigers as Addie Mullen brings it across the midcourt line. Extended zone just around the perimeter, but the post 3 down below the middle, and the 2 forwards are well inside the lane, and now the pass to the short corner, and Clara Edwards caught it with their right foot sitting on the out-of-bounds line. 50-30. Up the floor with the basketball, Breezy Schroeder, guarded by Hamill. Left side, baseline left, it comes to Hubert. Now they skip it, or Wagner, I should say, to Barrett. Leans in the lane, goes through Sid Calloway, who was standing in position. No foul was called either way, and Barrett all of a sudden beats it up. She has 8 points in the game. Clay Center's lead, though, is 18 with 23 to work and likely to go for a final shot here in this third with an 18-point advantage. Haley Franson has it left sideline. 5 count is on, puts dribble down, gets rid of it now to Beloit. Addy out near the timeline. 10 seconds, now they'll go. Addy, high post, Edwards. Clara turns and squares with 5. Gets it left, Franson to the corner. Hamill again. Yes! Aaron Hamill's 4th three-pointer of the night to beat the buzzer to close the third. And the Lady Tigers lead it by 19, 53-32 as we head to the final 8 minutes.
Here's a tech tip from Blue Valley Telecommunications. Do you know what bandwidth is, or megabytes? Bandwidth is the amount of information your internet connection can move. It's described in megabytes or megs. How much bandwidth you need depends upon how many devices you have and what you're going to use your internet for. Your bandwidth speed is split when it enters into your house. If you have only a 5 meg connection with 5 users, each user could end up getting only 1 meg, which can cause things to load really slowly. If you have questions about your speed, give us a call, 877-876-1228.
Nothing says fall like jackets, tailgating, and football, but fall also means the invasion of insects and rodents into your home to escape the cooler weather. We at RW Pest Control pride ourselves on being locally owned and operated. We always offer free on-site estimates and will never charge you mileage. Our priority is protecting your home or business against the threat of unwanted pests and rodents. We know you'll be happy with our service, and you may even be surprised by how much you can save. Call us today or visit us online at rwpestcontrol.com.
Erin Hamill just knocks down her 4th three-pointer of the ball game. She now has 14 points in this contest. Oh, and the assist coming from Haley Franson on that last-second bucket to put the Lady Tigers now up 53-32. Near steal on the inbounds. Beloit does get it down inside to Johnson. Cannot finish. Clara Edwards will be called for the foul. So 2 free throws coming from the 6'2 senior post. Had a good look for a chance at a three-point play. They got it to her really deep in the lane and just couldn't get it to fall in. 53-32 at the stripe. Johnson, good soft touch by the big post. She now has 9 in the game. Play Center's lead is 20 just starting this 4th quarter. And she buries both here. So 10 points for Johnson. Play Center will have the basketball. Mullen, Ferguson, the hot hand of Hamill, along with Calloway and Edwards on the floor. Ferguson has it out top. Left side to Hamill. Aaron will bring it out between the circles with the dribble, working on the defense. Defender, Hubert falls down. Now they get it to Edwards around right Mullen. Ball fakes toward the lane, backs it out. Play Center can be patient, leading by 19 here with the basketball in the 4th quarter. 7:20 to work. Edwards to the post. Ferguson turns, spins, takes it off glass and down. Anna's in double digits. She has 10. Ferguson off the glass on the right side. 55-34. Mullen pressuring out top on Schroeder. And here the Beloit fans asking for a foul call, but Mullen has been a thorn in their side from start to finish tonight. Again, a number I'll be anxious to look at on the stat sheet, the number of steals that the Tasmanian Devil, Addie Mullen, has had this evening. 55-34 from the baseline. Ball almost thrown away. Calloway defending. Barrett slides toward the lane and puts up a tough shot and good. She has 10 now for Beloit. Play Center's lead is 19 again. Mullen will walk it up the floor. No hurry for the Lady Tigers. Here's Ferguson. Out deep beyond the half moon. To the post, looking for Edwards. Ball tipped away and taken now by the Trojans' Tia Ehlers, who made the steal inside the paint. 5'7" junior just coming in this 4th quarter. Here's Barrett trying to drive again. Great defense. Hamill able to come up with it. Now it's Calloway down court. Mullen again. Not this time, but the follow-up. Yes, Clara Edwards. She has 9. 57-36. A pass over the top that time, finding Mullen. The good hustle play by Edwards to get down the court for the stick back. Tip pass by Edwards now. Hamill near steal. And a shot blocked by Edwards. 3-on-1 numbers the other way. Edwards, right side, little hesitation move. Go strong, won't go. Boy, did everything but finish it. Now it's a traveling on Beloit. 3 defenders around Huberts, and she tried to pivot out and just lost her balance and fell backwards. Edwards made a great play. She drove, toyed with the defender, just kind of hesitation and made it. The defender kind of raised up a little bit, went right by her, just couldn't finish the shot. Play Center leads by 21 with 5:56 to work. Meyer back in for the Trojans. To inbound is Mullen from the baseline. Ferguson and Edwards on the blocks. They go to Hannon in the corner. Out to Callaway. Back in the corner right. Mullen for 3. Why not? Addie Mullen knocks down the triple. That is the 8th three-pointer tonight for the Lady Tigers. They lead by 24. Trojans pass up top. Here's Handel to steal. The race to the other end. And we've got a foul behind the play on Addie Mullen. Mullen called for a little hold. They say she grabbed the jersey. Addie says, I didn't touch anybody. The official thought she reached out and kind of grabbed her and slowed her down. Kind of like a punt return that gets called back on a holding penalty by the official behind the play. So it's 60-36. Play Center still by 24. Mullen with that three-pointer now with 14. She and Hamill, 14 apiece. 10 apiece from, well, Hannah Ferguson has 10, I should say. 7 from Sid Callaway. 9 for Clara Edwards. Now Beloit turns it over. 6 from Haley Franson as we run down the scoring column for Clay Center. 60-36. 5.5 to work in this fourth quarter. Maddie Craig checking in to run point right now. She brings it across against Schroeder. Stops out top, needs help. Gets it from Ferguson well beyond the arc. Looks left side, Franson to the post. Edwards back to the bucket. Kick to the corner. Hamill again, this time strong. The rebound at Johnson and low, and she rips it away. That would have been the 5th three-pointer from Erin Hamill. She finally misses one. Hot hand Hamill finally misses one on Maddie Craig. Near steal out top. You know, it's a close race who you'd rather be defended by. Addie Mullen, Sid Callaway, or Maddie Craig when you're talking on-ball pressure. It is not fun for the offensive player. A foul against Clay Center, the 16th foul, the first on Craig. From the sideline now, Beloit trying to inbound. They do get it to the backcourt. And now the near takeaway by Franson, saved in bounds, but they'll say a foul on Haley as she and Shay Larson were chasing it, diving out of bounds on the sideline. And that'll be the 17th foul, so Beloit is in the bonus from here on out. To the stripe will be Jess Meyer for a 1-and-1 chance. She is 2 of 4 at the free throw line tonight. The correction, that's Larson who will be at the stripe. Shay Larson is 2 of 2 at the line tonight. 1-and-1 chance here. Front end is short. Rebound tipped. Run down by Larson near the sideline. Now attacks the lane. Nearly taken away by Craig. Now loose. Picked up by Barrett. She'll drive and shoot it strong. Johnson almost came up with it. Now Maddie Craig bumped on the sideline. Somehow kept the possession. Then had it knocked away and out of bounds. Sydney Johnson, the 6'2", power post for Beloit, ran right over Maddie Craig. She still kept her balance, kept the basketball under control until it was finally knocked away by Beloit and out of bounds. 60-36. Haley Franson will inbound from the sideline. Craig looking to get open. Now they get help from Hannah Ferguson in the front court. She'll hold it outside, give it back to Franson to run off there. Franson, Craig, Edwards, Ferguson, Hamill on the floor. Skip pass left. Maddie Craig attacks the lane to the glass. She is fouled before the shot. Good recognition. The skip pass, the backside defender did not help. Maddie Craig attacked the block. Foul was called on the floor, so no free throws. It'll be out of bounds to Clay Center with 4:33 to work and a 24-point lead over Beloit. Craig will inbound it. They lob to the corner right. Hamill, another 3 chance. Almost down. Gets her own rebound. Right to the lane. Good screen by Edwards. Hamill's got 16. Clara Edwards just sealed the lane off. And Erin Hamill took it to the paint, knocked it in. Clay Center leads by 26 now. We've got to stop a play Jay Larson a little shaken up. Coach Edwards actually pointing that out to the officials, so they let Barrett a little shaken up, comes off to the sideline. Sid Calloway back in for Clay Center. Ferguson gets a breather. 62-36, Clay Center dominating the second half. They led 38-23 at halftime, and now up 62-36 from the sideline. Ball comes in to Tia Ehlers. Now the drive by Meyer, all the way to the glass, short. Rebound, Calloway. Sid and Clay Center looking to move it. Here's Edwards, left side. To the glass, no, stops to the corner. Calloway for three, short. Rebound, weak side. Franson had a look at it, and we've got a reach-in foul against either Maddie Craig or Haley Franson with 4:06 to work in the ball game. 1-1 on the other end for Beloit. The foul is against the freshman, Maddie Craig. 62-36, Clay Center leads. 1-1 chance coming for Beloit. Breezy Schroeder at the stripe. Front end is up and down. It's her first point tonight. Reagan Henry now in for the Lady Tigers, so Aaron Hamill will come out. 16 points tonight for Hamill. 4 3-pointers tonight, by the way. Free throw line, Schroeder knocks them both down. Reagan Henry will bring it up the floor. Maddie Craig to the right side, the two freshmen on the court. The three freshmen, Clara Edwards in there as well. Craig goes to the post, double team. Edwards has it stripped, knocked away, then taken. And the basketball headed the other direction for Beloit. Long down court pass, nearly taken away by Franson. Now loose in the paint. Sliding inside Ehlers, can't get it down. Rebound, Edwards battling. Craig rips it away. Clay Center has it back. Now the ball loose. Craig pulls it away from two defenders, gets it across the half-court stripe to Calloway. 3:35 left. Henry with the dribble, left and deep for Craig. Maddie starts to attack. Now out top, the ball thrown away and taken by Meyer. Franson giving chase. Jess Meyer laying in traffic. No. Rebound. Craig has it. Maddie the other direction. Through a couple of defenders. Now numbers. Maddie to the paint. All the way to the glass. Drops it strong off the back iron. And the rebound pulled away by Beloit. 3:13 to work. Clay Center well in hand. They lead at 62-38. And a near steal by Reagan Henry does knock it away. They say off of the Lady Tigers. Lexi Lively coming on now for Clay Center. Going to let Haley Franson come out. Calloway, the senior in there, the sophomore Lively, and then three freshmen in Craig, Edwards, and Henry. Right side and deep is Trinity Wagner. Outside, three-point attempt. Hubert feints it in. She has 7 now. Clay Center leads by 21, and there's 3 left to go in this ball game. Henry with the dribble. Now picks it up, looking for help. Goes right and deep to Craig. Maddie will be called for a travel. Took a little hop before she got the dribble down. Right in front of Coach Jeff Edwards, who just simply says, deep breath, calm down. She played so well Friday night. Maddie and Reagan coming in. We talked about it in pregame. Reagan Henry's first varsity shot, a three-pointer, buried it in the third quarter. We just talked a little bit ago, even here on air and during pregame, about Maddie Craig's defensive work. And, of course, Claire Edwards leading the Lady Tigers, 24 points, 10 boards Friday. So the freshman did some work. Lexi Lively, who's out there, also had 6 points Friday night. There's a shot missing. Baseline, though, pick up and stick back by Ehlers. 2:20 left. Clay Center's lead is 62-43. They're up by 19. Henry brings it across the midcourt line. Stops, now high post to Calloway. Squares it up. Turns and looks low. Baseline left. Craig, three-point attempt. Short. Long rebound. Craig trying to get to it. Shielded out by Breezy Schroeder. And back the other way will come Beloit with the basketball. Toward the baseline, ball thrown away. Trying to go inside to Ehlers. And too tall for the Trojan post to go up and get. And so Clay Center has it back once again. Henry will bring it up the floor. Minute 50 left to work. Clay Center on their way to a 2-0 start. 3A ranked Beloit comes in and battles to a 12-12 first quarter tie, and then Clay Center just kind of took off. There's a pass to the paint for Edwards. Foul is called. It'll be before any shot was taken, and Clay Center still not in the bonus, so just the 16th foul against Beloit. So basketball to the baseline. A minute 38 remains in the contest. Clay Center on top 62-43. Jaden Crimmins in for Clay Center. That brings Callaway out. Crimmins, Edwards, Craig, Libby, and Henry on the floor. Inbounds, Henry to the corner left. Craig's got a good look for two this time. Short, not going to bounce off of Beloit. It will stay with Clay Center on the baseline, and now Zoe Auld will get into the game. A minute 34 remains. Edwards comes out. She'll finish with 9 points tonight. Henry, corner left, Craig again. This time, good. Three-pointer from Maddie Craig. It's the third or the ninth three-pointer of the ball game. The freshman buries it left corner. 65-43. Beloit with the basketball. A minute 19 left. Clay Center up by 22. Here's a shot on the run, no good. Rebound tipped by Henry to the baseline, out of bounds off of Clay Center. It stays with Beloit on the baseline. 65-43, Clay Center, who will head to Marysville on Friday night, league opener. Shared the league crown last year. Here's the inbounds play by Beloit. Kicked out top. Schroeder for three. Up and down. Her first field goal, she has 5 points. Breezy Schroeder, a 5'6" junior. Under a minute to go. Clay Center leads it here, 65-46. Second quarter really set a tone in this game, and then Clay Center has kept the hammer down. Good look backdoor. Auld. Libby bumped to the ground. She'll hit the free throw line. Great pass from Zoe Auld. High post, turned and looked. Libby, the good cut, caught, got contact. She's at the stripe now to shoot two. Libby had 6 points on Friday at Rock Creek. Free throw up and down by the 5'4" sophomore. Second free throw, rims in this time. Parries both. Her first points. It's 45 to work in the game, 67-46. Front court is Schroeder. Works it left, 38 to work to the corner left now. Hit a three last time down. Drives, turns, has to kick it back outside. Three-point attempt up and strong. Weak side rebound, Maddie Craig. 28 to work. Down court pass. Good look, Craig to Crimmins. She goes strong. No foul called. All that can't get it down. The rebound, though, out deep to Craig. 20 to work. 19 seconds left, and Clay Center is on their way to a 2-0 start. Here's Auld. Looks back door, not there. Now gets it back out deep to Henry. Reagan with 10, with 9, drives the lane, scoop shot, no. Crimmins back up with a stick back, yes! Jaden Crimmins knocks it in, her first bucket, and Clay Center leads it 69-46, and that is your final. The Clay Center Lady Tigers, 2-0 to start the season. A 23-point winner against state-ranked Beloit here in the Den. Stay with us. Lady Tiger postgame coming up.
One day they're playing grown-up, the next day they are one. And as time goes by, the cost of college continues to rise. You know that college is important, but that expenses may seem out of reach. We can help. I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor Carrie Spielman. Let's work together on strategies to help you tackle growing college expenses. Stop by our office at 701 4th Street in Clay Center for a face-to-face appointment. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
We've moved. Stop by and visit me, your local Farm Bureau agent, Justin Tadman, at the new Farm Bureau Financial Services location in Clay Center. Our location has changed, but you can still count on the same great service you've come to expect from us. To learn more about how we make it simple to protect what's most important to you, your family, home, car, and future, stop by our office at 535 Court Street in Clay Center today. Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Farm Bureau Property and Casualty Insurance Company.
Athletics have been a mainstay of the high school scene for decades. Although many students get involved in sports simply for the love of the game, there are great benefits from participating. Our young athletes learn the fun of team rivalries and revel in the satisfaction of the job well done for their school. This feeling of community and the honor of representing the home team gives them a sense of pride that they will carry with them well beyond high school. Here's to a great winter sports season, Tigers, from your fans of Clay County National Bank, member FDIC.
Take action now for a successful crop next year. At Wilbur Ellis and Reed Seed and Feed, we're ready to help you plan for next season's weed control, moisture conservation, and fertilizer needs. For your plan, we'll utilize soil testing and variable seeding rates, level site-specific fertilizer and seed systems. Now is a good time to establish your fertilizer and chemical program for productive crops in 2018. Wilbur Ellis and Reed Seed and Feed. We offer customized solutions to help your crops thrive.
Back again on post-game, the Clay Center Lady Tigers get it done tonight, 69-46. It was a 12-12 tie after one quarter, and then they just put the hammer down, scoring 26 second quarter points, holding Beloit to 9. They would outscore them through the remainder of the ball game as well. 69-46 your final, a 23-point victory. The Lady Tigers hit 9 3-pointers tonight on their way to this win. We're going to come back, look at scoring leaders. We'll take a look at what's to come tonight as well on KCLY. Postgame continues next.
Prescriptions, homemade fudge, gifts, coffee, electronics, ice cream. You can find all these things under one roof at Patterson Health Mart Pharmacy and Radio Shack. While you're getting your prescription filled, browse through their greeting cards and gifts, or enjoy a scoop of your favorite ice cream. See what's new on the Radio Shack side, or check out equipment from the Durable Medical Supply. Patterson Health Mart Pharmacy and Radio Shack in Clay Center offers a great variety of products and services for convenient one-stop shopping.
If your current crop needs 45 pounds of nitrogen, why would anyone apply 90 pounds per acre? That's the sound of profit being poured down the drain. When you Verimax your current crop, you know the right amount of nitrogen to apply at precisely the right time. Producers are reporting a 10 to 15 bushel per acre increase in yield when following the Verimax recommendation. To schedule your acres, visit VerimaxSystems.com and optimize the yield and profitability of every field on your farm.
Welcome back. Lady Tiger postgame tonight being brought to you by Edward Jones Investment. Harry Spielman, your financial advisor. The Lady Tigers win this game 69-46. First for Beloit, it was Sydney Barrett 10, 9 from Sydney Johnson, 8 for Shay Larson, 6 for Callista Hubert, 5 from Breezy Schroeder, 2 each from Trinity Wagner and Tia Ehlers and Jess Meyer. The Lady Tigers are led by 14 apiece. Aaron Hamill, 16 for Hamill, 14 for Mullen. Aaron Hamill, 4 3-pointers, and leads the way with the hot hand tonight. 16 points in this game. Addie Mullen had 14, 10 from Hannah Ferguson. Clara Edwards with 9, 6 from Haley Franson on 2 3-pointers. Maddie Craig hit a 3, 2 points each from Lexi Lively and Jaden Crimmins. Sid Calloway with 7, and the Lady Tigers with 9 threes tonight on their way. Sid, one of those threes. Let me give you the rundown. Sid Calloway, 1 3. Maddie Craig had 1 3. Addie Mullen had 1 3. Haley Franson, 2 threes. Aaron Hamill with 4 threes. And the Lady Tigers, 69-46, a winner tonight as they move to 2-0 on the season. Coming up, we'll be looking into Clay Center Tiger boys basketball as they warm up right now, about 12 minutes away from tip-off. The Lady Tiger post-game here tonight brought to you by Edward Jones Investments. Gary Spielman, your financial advisor. Lady Tigers win it 69-46.